It's been almost 1 week since I held the first ever affiliate social event here in Birmingham, where I had the pleasure of meeting up with 30 other like-minded niche site and affiliate site owners, people that have been in SEO for decades, right through to complete beginners. It was an absolute blast, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what I learned from having conversations with 30 different niche site owners. This is going to be a pretty wild one. There'll be a few highlights from the night, so make sure you stick around until the very end.
El Vino did flow.
So the first one, and probably the most important one, and the whole reason why I held the event in the first place, was the fact that it's just an opportunity to get people together. And I think right now, more than ever, it's so important to reach out and make those connections. Now, if you can't do that in the flesh, like at an event such as this, then make sure you do it on social media. You choose your location of choice, whether that's Twitter, /X, or Facebook groups, or online communities on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is that you need to stay connected, not only for your own mental well-being, but also to stay on top of the latest trends, little ideas. I was certainly sharing tips with people that have made me a good chunk of money in the last 30 days or so, things that I wasn't doing before that core update back in August and before the helpful content update rolled out. The landscape changes and we need to be able to adapt with it. And that brings me on to point number 2, that we need to be able to adapt. Yes, the landscape has changed a little bit. It's very hard now to find a niche site that hasn't been hit by that helpful content update or the core update. That is unfortunately the nature of what we do, and we are at the mercy of Google. Now, of course, things can change in a heartbeat, and that's why we need to be able to adapt. Now, for me, having those conversations in that room that night, I could quite clearly see that people were certainly open to adapt. And when I was giving a few tips on what I've been working on, people were kind of all ears, probably more so than ever before. And I think, again, from speaking to some of the people in the room, the ones that are the most successful are the ones that adapt the quickest. Third thing that I learned was that people are not ready to give up, at least not everyone. Now, this is an interesting point because I sold 40 tickets to the event. Now, a couple of people did message me beforehand and say that they couldn't make it for various reasons, but I do also think that a handful of the people that didn't turn up probably didn't turn up because they've dropped out of the game, because they probably bought their ticket 3 or 4 months ago and maybe they're just not as committed now, or they've given up because they just can't take the constant changes. But 30 people did turn up, and again, the kind of vibe in the room was that I'm not giving up, I'm not ready to throw in the towel, and there's a long way to go in this game yet. The next thing that I learned is that people are actually very, very grateful for people like myself, for example, going out and sharing information. It's very easy as a creator to start to think what I'm saying isn't valuable, or I'm pushing something down people's throats that they don't want to hear. Well, actually, of course, that's their choice to consume that media in the first place. But at an event like that, you really got a sense of the gratitude almost. And that wasn't just coming in my direction, that was coming to other people that were at the event that share information on Twitter and on YouTube and in other spaces. So that was really nice to see, and I think that's something that we can apply to our sites. A lot of us were talking about going into creating brands and engaging with our audience through social media and other platforms. And I think that's something that we need to take on board, that when there is an audience there and they're consuming that information or that media, they're often going to be very grateful for that. So it's just an added benefit or an added motivation for us to go down that route and give that information and ultimately engage more with our audience. The final thing that I took from the event is that there are multiple paths that people have taken to reach either the same goal or very similar goals. So I went very much down the paid course route, and some people were shocked when I told them how much I paid for courses over the years, whereas others have just learnt through YouTube or through social media or free online courses or through trial and error. However, that doesn't necessarily determine how successful you are and how much money you make. We had a complete range of revenue levels in the room, and obviously people were not disclosing exact numbers, but you get a feel. And it was a real kind of eye-opener to see just how, whatever route you choose, that doesn't determine how successful you're going to be. And I think the same thing applies to how we create our sites and how we create our content. You know, there are many ways to skin a cat, although please don't do that. But ultimately, it's all about that end goal or reaching that next milestone. So there are many ways to do it. Right, that's enough of me waffling on about the event. Let's take a look at some little snippets from the night itself. And I do apologise, Jan has apologised in advance. His recording might not have been brilliant.
Now you know me. I'm not a naughty boy, but look, we're at Jason's party tonight, and yeah, he has some celebrities in, and some people that he works with, and some people that brings.
Friend of the channel, Jan. Jan, I've got some news for you. The October core update has just been announced. The October core update. What are your thoughts on that?
It's crazy. To my check. Well, apparently, you know, there's some people who know Jason better than I do, and they've got some naughty pictures of Jason. And
Hold on a sec.
we'll just have to wait for a second. But by the way, everyone's having fun. Theo, all these people I don't know. Oh, Carl is hiding there. Hi, Carl. What would you like to say to Jason? Jason, is the food all right?
The food is beautiful, yeah. Thank you very much for putting the event on. It's always good to get out and meet new people and see some familiar faces as well. So, yeah, thoroughly enjoying it. Thank you very much.
Amazing, thank you. All right, let's move on. Hey guys, we're going through to the system. And look, watch this. Guys, how is your evening? How do you know Jason?
Jason, once I was homeless and he picked me up on the street and he said, if you write me 40 blog posts, I'll give you a house over your head. I said, thank you. I wrote him 45 in a month and he gave me 2 roofs on my head.
That's ridiculous.
Thank you, Jason, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
And how do you know Jason?
I met him in Pop World.
In Pop World?
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
All right, thank you so much, thank you.
Sorry, Jason's wife.
Yes.
Oh, guys. Thank you so much. Guys.
Well, helpful core. It's been good to me. It's been good, but you never know what's around the corner. Who knows? Cool.
Guys, hello guys. Sorry. Hi. How do you know Jason? Jason Derulo. Oh, sorry, Jason. Oh, sorry. I'll go back. Jason, are you having fun tonight?
I'm having so much fun. Jan, friend of the channel. Is that...
He shook me right now.
Shook you?
So, how many people did turn?
I think we've got 30 people or so here. Pretty good turnout. Everyone seems to be having a good time. There's plenty of drinks. There's plenty of niche site and affiliate site conversations going on.
There's a lot of nuggets, like a lot of carrots, hanging around, so I think you should...
Yeah, I think the key thing is everyone's happy to share information. And for me, it's just getting people, like-minded people, in the same room. Look at that smile. It's a niche site smile. I could kiss him on the lips.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
Absolutely. Yes.
He doesn't want me to kiss him.
Hello. You might not know this guy, but this is Theo.
Hello.
Theo, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a blogger and YouTuber. My main niche is gaming, so I do a lot of gaming both on YouTube and in blogging. But I also have a blogging channel where I cover tools and fun things like that.
And how do you know Jason?
Mainly through his YouTube channel, and then I went to Affiliate Gathering where I met him, and he's reviewed one of my websites. He gave me a lot of tips and advice. And from there, I just recognised that he was someone really good to speak to in the industry about like blogging and everything like that.
How would you describe Jason in 3 words? Okay, 3 sentences.
How would I describe Jason? I think knowledgeable. I don't know how to describe it, but he cuts to the point. Doesn't waste words on things that doesn't matter. He gets straight to what actually matters. Like, so he doesn't waste your time. That's what I'm trying to say with that. And that's something I really appreciate. He taught me more about one of my websites in 25 minutes than someone who I've spoken to for over 20 hours about my website. So straight away, he's got access to some tools and information that a lot of people don't have. So he taught me a lot about that stuff. And kind of really sped up my journey when I started blogging.
Thank you. So let's go back to the website and obviously recent Google helpful content update. How did it hit you?
I'm doing okay. One of my sites got really hit hard, as I said to you before. It lost about over 60% of my traffic, but my EPMV shot up, so I'm earning pretty much the same amount that I was before, but on a lot less traffic because there's less ads to be served to audiences out there. So I'm earning more from that. But my membership site's doing really, really good because the traffic comes directly from YouTube. There's no SEO at all on that, apart from obviously YouTube SEO. But yeah, that's easily doing the best because at the end of the day, when people are paying monthly to read your content, it's not like they have to find out Google. They know where they're going every single time. It's so much more. You don't have to panic and worry about Google having a new update. Content's always going to be there, or audience always going to be there.
Well, we run a surfing and lifestyle website.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we do, and yeah, it's in the very early stages.
Okay, cool. So you know Jason through
my husband Chris.
Oh yes.
They used to work together.
Yes. Sorry guys.
Sorry. We're the novices of this.
Yes.
So he's helped us and mentored us to make our website.
Oh, just like me,
Yeah.
He's mentored me too.
Okay.
Cool. How do you take the recent Google helpful content update? How did it hit your website?
So we've not been too bad. So again, like Jason has mentored us. So he follows our own site, and he's told us how he's surprised at how well we're doing given the hit, and we don't know what that's down to really. We think we're a small site, everything's very organic, written everything ourselves. It's a domain that we are, we're invested in ourselves, so everything's original. We think maybe that's part of us. The reason we've not been hit, I don't know.
Would you say that SEO is dead? So for someone who is brand new to the business and wants to start, a business in SEO, what would you say?
I've been in blogging now for, I'd say, around 4 years, and about every year there's a new thing that makes blogging dead and SEO dead and all these things. It's just an ever-evolving business. Google's always trying to make the algorithm better, and they're doing whatever they can to make it better, and I think we just have to evolve with it. When the new updates come out, as my friend Carl Broadbent was saying, don't do anything, just wait, relax, calm down, let Google finish the update, and then react to it. Don't react immediately and then show Google that we're all doing stuff wrong. Let them do their job, and then whatever's doing well will do well. It will come up as that, and then we can double down on what's doing well and cut off what's not doing so well.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
That's all right. Thank you for
the interview. Cheers. Thank you.
I'm joined here by Jamie IF. It's pretty late in the night. Oh, this is Mo Muller, actually. Let's go direct to Mo Muller. Mo Muller, what are your thoughts on the core update that was rolled out today?
Generally, it's been good for Google, but for niche website owners, maybe not so good. Like, generally, like people that want to rank websites need to be more of an expert. That's my thoughts. Overall, they need to be more of an expert. So, yeah.
Interesting thoughts there from Mo Muller. I am going to move onwards to Theo Rumwell. And
Hello,
Theo, I'm here with Theo Runwell.
Let's swap sides a second. Hold on.
Let's swap.
I hear you.
What are your thoughts on the core update that has been released today?
Hey, today, I haven't had a chance to check, mate. But I can tell you something, I'm not changing anything for at least a month. I'm doing as I do and seeing, and then I'll react.
So, there has been a October core update. Are you not aware of this October core update?
No? I've been out with you, Jason!
We don't care, we do not care. But we're going to move on to Jamie IF. Jamie IF, what are your thoughts on this latest core update from Google? October core update.
I've tried my best, all I can say is I've had a great time. I wish you all the best.
He's paid his debts, ladies and gentlemen. He has paid his debts. What are you thinking?
New update, you gotta stay still, you gotta wait, you gotta anticipate, and then you gotta react slowly but surely.
I don't know what he's talking about, but